What is up, you guys? It's Lyza and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm wearing a headband and a necklace because this is what happens if you're stuck at home and you just want to wear your outside clothes, you know? But speaking of boredom, I am testing slash making some DIY decor that I have been seeing around Pinterest, around basically everywhere. So I am both testing if I like these DIYs and also giving you guys a tutorial on how you can do it or how I am doing it. But yeah, this is basically and firstly for my boredom, but also could spice up the room a little bit since we have nowhere to go right now. So I hope you guys enjoy and let's get on to the first one. Okay, so I am bringing the mic close so that you guys can hear me better and maybe for potential sudden reactions. But I will time-lapse what I can time-lapse for you guys. But our first DIY that we are testing slash making is this paint swatch decor on your wall. I've seen Mr. Kate done this. I'm going to look up for more photos about this, but so I'll be using this illustration board. I am using the black side because the white side is a little used from a school project many years ago. But I will be covering it with Oslo paper. This is the thickest paper that I have right now. Okay, so we have the size that we need for this DIY. There are rough edges, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so I think I want to let the glue dry down first and then we will start painting. So here I have my colors. I have a purple one, a blue one, red slash pinkish one, and a yellow one. I just decided to go on muted colors instead of bright pastels. But yeah, I'm essentially going to start like pouring a few dollops and using this invalid card, the same card that I used for my Bob Ross video, and just slide it on, swipe it on. I don't know how you would call this move. I'm a little scared. I don't know how this is gonna go. Probably should lay down newspaper so that I don't ruin my desk. Hold up. And I'm just going to... Okay, that's not what I expected. I'm going to try and... Yep, okay. Okay, so I turned on the electric fan because it's hot, but I am switching over to a brush because it's way easier than a card or something flat, and it has a texture that I really like, or it adds texture that I was expecting, like this airbrush looking thing. So I'm just going to continue on with a paintbrush. Okay, so we have this now. I'm going to let it dry for a few minutes. Poster paint dries very fast and I'll be back with you. I'm also going to clean this up. so I'll be back with you guys. So a few minutes later, and it is all dried down, but to prevent some paper just flying out, I'm going to cover it with some adhesive book cover. You can use any book cover, but I prefer adhesive because it's way easier and convenient. Okay, so we are here on my wall. That's pretty blank. This is the only artwork that's here. This is a drawing from one of my cousins, by the way. But I just stuck some mounting tape over here. And I'm going to stick this here. Didn't realize you guys are not high enough. I'll put you higher. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, essentially we are done. But of course you can put it in a picture frame if you want. I just don't have one right now, but I give this DIY thumbs up. Okay, so the second DIY I am making today is a, what do I call this? Traditional tumbler-esque sunglasses hanger that has been around for quite a while now, since 2000s I guess. There are many ways to do this. You can use a picture frame or box, but I have this small plank of wood that is laying around in my room, and I don't want to throw it away. It's a good piece of wood. So I could paint this, but I think I'm just going to leave the color. I really like it. I hope you don't mind the electric fan. It's very hot right now. I get sweaty in 0.2 seconds. But I'll bring the mic closer so you can hear me better. There. So I'm just first going to use some Sharpie or a pencil and then a Sharpie to write a word. Okay, I'm just going to outline it with a Sharpie. Okay, that's not half bad. I am aware that this plant is thinner and smaller than the other pictures that I'm looking at, but this is what I have right now. So I'm just going to pick out some thumbtacks. I have a hammer right here. Kids, be careful with tools. And I'm just going to hammer this thumbtack. I didn't hammer all the way through, as you can see. And I'm just taking this crochet yarn. You can use any string you'd like. Again, this is what I have. But I'm going to tie this all around the thumbtack. Just going to do this a couple of times so that it's secure. And now I'm going to hammer it all the way down. Okay, we're secure. And I'm going to wrap that until here. Just going to hammer this other thumbtack. Here we have our plank. You could of course put another string so that you can hang it, but let me show you where I am placing this. So I want to put this over here, but this is concrete I mean, I could ask my dad to drill a hole, but I really don't have time for that, so I'm just using some mounting tape and stick that in here. There we go. This is heavy duty mounting tape, by the way. You might want to look for that if you want to make it stick well. But essentially, we are done. I only have one pair of sunglasses. I want to get more when things are not that crazy anymore, but I have this old glasses of mine. I would just want to hang it up for nostalgic purposes. But we are done, and I give this DIY a thumbs up. So the last DIY that I'll be making today is something that I've been seeing everywhere every time I search room decor. Is kind of like this lamp that has a lot of dots in it, but it resembles a building silhouette. I have this kind of lamp. This is what I have, which is not ideal for the DIY for today, but I'm going to make it work. So maybe I can just bend it like this and have the silhouette around it. But first, this red color is not gonna work for me, so first I'm going to remove this light bulb. Kids, be careful with doing this. And I'm going to paint it black, but I think I'm just going to do the bottom half because the black paper is going to cover this anyways. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and move on to the next step. So I printed out this silhouette of buildings. It got cut off a little, but we can cut that out. And I have some black paper over here. I'm going to use some washi tape. Washi tape is not that sticky, so I'm going to use it to just lay over it, and then we'll remove it later. I'm going to take a push pin, I guess. That could work, and then we're just going to start poking some holes. So enjoy this time lapse. Update. I'm taking a small break. My hands are hurting. My fingers are hurting a little. My left forearm is doing some weird stuff. But yeah, I'm taking a break, but I'll update you guys when I am done with this. It is now the next day, and I just couldn't finish this last night. But I decided to paint the whole thing black because when I was poking the holes, by the way, this looks kind of cool. The base was a little small, so I had to paint it all black. But right now, I'm gonna clip it onto my table here, also right at the bed, because it's just an easier setup to do than on my desk. I have a hot glue gun here heating up. I will be hot gluing this on, maybe a few centimeters more, like this. I think it'll be fine if the dots are covered. just some of the dots, but it's going to be like that. And I think I'm going to grab some tape so that I can close it to the top here. So I'm scratching the hot glue idea out because every time I put hot glue, it's just peeling off a layer of the paint and it's not sticking well. I'm going to try using some double-sided tape and hope for the best. So I kinda made a mistake and forgot to put the light bulb in first. But we're going to carefully do that and try not to ruin the paper. Okay. It's a little too tall. I could trim it a little next time, but we are done. Let's go test it out. Okay, so I have hung it here near the window and also near an outlet. But let's turn this lamp on. So obviously it's afternoon and you can't quite see it, but it looks kinda cool in person. I don't know how this will work at night yet, but it still looks cool. So I hope you guys like the DIYs I made / tested today. If you recreated not only recreations but also any DIYs you've made this quarantine season, go tag me on Instagram on anything that you've done these past few weeks. Go click the subscribe button down below, and next to it is a notification bell. Click that as well so that you can get notified when I upload a new video. Also, go check out the vlogs. I have been vlogging lately on my routine and stuff. And yeah, I think that is it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!